Hey everybody, BriDaJedi here, and welcome back to the finale for Kingdom Hearts Recoded, the movie. Funny story, I actually I actually filmed this already, and it got corrupted. Like, it wouldn't play. So that wasn't fun. So that kind of sucked. I just really have to just go back and redo it. So I pretty much had to just get to this point. I think it's pretty much exactly where it was left off. It's after Sora went. I have to at least try, and it like picked up right where I left off. So and I just realized what I should be doing for these videos is the whole next episode thing. I realize I haven't done that in a while, but new YouTube studio is weird. I don't really like how it works. Some things are great, but other things I'm not too fond of. Anyway, here we go. Let's continue this now. There we go.
Excuse me there, Maleficent. But do you really think we're getting anywhere with this Colossus?
No matter. Any less of an
Oh, I just realized I have the regular TV on. I am so sorry. There we go. Oh shit, I am sorry about that.
It's him! I fought this thing on the island. But I thought it got
I was like,
swept
why am I
away into
hearing
the
things
darkness,
twice? And I'm like, oh,
along with
because I
everything
have
else. Listen to me. You two need to get out of here.
So,
Do you actually
my bad.
think
I was
I'll
literally
take
just
orders
like
from one
watching
such
this
as
to like
you?
wait for that spot.
Yeah,
Luckily enough, I got it like
Maleficent,
just a few minutes
I
before,
think
so I'm like,
Pipsqueaky
perfect.
may have a point.
Silence, coward. You will do as I... What?
So just like the other times, I'll pop back in and out
Maleficent!
throughout this. For the most part, it's movie time. So, Sora going up against very colorful Darkseid.
Unbelievable. This guy's a lot stronger than what I fought before. No way is this the same guy.
Yeah. Rage, hatred, hang out, glitches defeat my darkness.
It feeds on the
Just
glitches?
Doki Doki crossover.
That's it. Sora,
Alright.
you're not the only one
yeah,
who changed.
enjoy the
who
movie for a
evolved
bit.
within the datascape.
Riku, you want to fill me in?
Yes, but listen to me carefully. I know where the bugs came from. All of them. It's your shadow. It's your Heartless, Sora.
My Heartless?
You once turned into a Heartless. Though you may not remember. It was recorded into the journal along with everything else. Then it vanished. Your memories disappeared too, but you managed to get those back. For some reason, though, the pages of the journal, they stayed blank.
And you think my Heartless is responsible for that?
It makes sense. Everything in Jiminy's journal revolved around one person. And that person is you, Sora. Without you, there never would have been any entries. This whole time you've been evolving in the datascape, finding new strength. Your Heartless has been absorbing data and doing the same. It's grown, Sora. Just like you have.
But Riku, we put all the data back. That must have at least weakened it, right? I can still stop it, can't I?
No. I should have realized all of this sooner. Normally, defeating a Heartless causes its heart to be released. Then the heart's returned to the person who lost it. But when you defeat Heartless here in the datascape, that wouldn't set any real hearts free. Remember, Sora, hearts can't be turned to data. Instead, I think what you released are probably the Heartless's minds.
I did all that? But then, where did the mines end up? Where could they have gone?
They're right in front of you. Your Heartless has been gathering, then devouring the dark intentions of all the fallen Heartless. That's where it gets its power. From dark data. And now, just like you, it's become something greater. Something much more powerful.
If something this powerful got into Mickey's world? Oh no! I have to protect them. I'll use the strength they've given me. Is it over? Wait! How is this possible? It's changing. No! It's evolving!
Don't give up, Sora!
Mickey! How?
Anything to help a friend. Don't you remember what I said? We always help friends. Even when the darkness closes in on you. All you have to do is look inside. And that's where you'll find your light. Come on, Sora. It's time to do this.
Pete! Maleficent! You're here! You're all right!
I found them caught inside a rift in the data.
We were just fine. You will hear no words of thanks from me, child.
Sayonara to the 1, 2, 3 of you. I'm out. See you chumps on the other side.
Well, think I'll keep an eye on them on their way out.
And by the way, don't think we're letting you off the hook.
Pretty soon, the data will go back to its original form. The way it was before, all of those bugs showed up.
It's time to say goodbye. Huh? What gives? Is it a glitch? There's some kind of lump in my throat.
It's not a glitch. That's just what goodbye feels like. When we met in the datascape, it brought back a whole bunch of memories. The day I set out on my first big adventure, the day I made a new friend, a special friend, they all came rushing back to me. I knew that the journal, it's not just a diary, it's a collection. A collection of all we felt. The journal shows what's in our hearts. I promise, we'll tell the other Sora and Riku about what happened here. That way, this journey that we just had will be one everyone shares. The memories will always connect us. They'll be our own special bond. Remember, we're friends forever, Sora.
Yep. Friends forever, Your Majesty.
It's finally clear
What's that?
why that world they call the Date Escape seems so familiar.
Huh?
A book known as the Ancient Book of Prophecies. It's said to be capable of transcribing events that have yet to take place.
No kidding. If we got our mitts on something like that, we could finally take over permanent-like.
Yes, considering legend has it the book can also conjure, making an entire world filled with beings and powers that have yet to exist.
Really? A book that could just make up a world? I don't know. That sounds like nothing more than fluffy pink kids' fairy tale stuff. It just sounds too good to be true.
Ah, but who's to say a fairy tale's not true? And I ask you, how does that differ from this world they call the Datascape?
Oh.
Don't you think it might just be worth our while to search for a connection? Perhaps there's a link of some sort between that so-called journal of theirs and the Book of Prophecies.
I'd say with that, we are onto something huge. Eh, Maleficent?
Ours is not a lost cause. First, we must take possession of this data of theirs.
Hey, you know, we never did figure out that mysterious message.
Guys, big news. A new world has shown up inside the journal.
What do you mean?
I've found another door leading to extra data. Somebody must have added it, once all the other data was restored.
And if we explore that world,
Then we should get some answers about this message.
great! Let's ask Sora to...
When we fixed the data, everything in the journal went back to the way it started. Remember?
Which means that Sora's journey through the Datascape, it never happened to him. Why, now he's just the same boy he was before he ever met any of us.
I'm fine. My partition isn't affected. But Sora, we can't send him out there when he doesn't know what's going on.
Oh.
Wait! Hey, Riku! Could you help me get back into the Datascape one more time?
Ah! Hey! Huh?
Sora, this was the day that your journey began. I know, because I was here too. It's time for the truth.
Where am I? How'd I end up in this place? And who are you?
I'm Mickey. I've come here from another kind of world.
Another kind of world?
Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. It's a message, and you're the only one with the power to solve the mystery behind it. So we really need your help.
Power? What's that? Whoa! What's that?
You may not remember, but it's clear you still hold the power. You think you'd be willing to lend us a hand? You might help us figure out the truth.
Gosh, I don't have a clue what's going on. I don't, but at the same time, what you're saying feels kind of familiar. So this truth you're talking about, do you think it involves me somehow?
Actually, I'm not exactly positive. However, I get the sense it's something important you need to know.
If it's information that I'm supposed to know, then, well... Okay, Mickey. I'll help.
Thank you. Let's go. Just follow my lead.
Whoa. So you think the truth's hiding somewhere in here? Hey, Mickey? Guess he went ahead. Oh, who are you?
Me? I'm nobody. In this place, to find is to lose. And to lose is to find. That's the way of things. Here in Castle Oblivion.
Castle Oblivion?
That's right. Here you will meet people you know. People that you care about.
Huh? It's a kind of card. With a picture on it.
Use that card and press on. You will find the truth that sleeps up ahead.
Well, wait! But how am I supposed to use this? He could have told me that much. And why does he seem so familiar? Oh. What just happened to me?
Oh, that card's special. It will cause you to see people. Well, illusions to be exact. They're from Jiminy's journal. It's all of the very same data that you worked so hard to fix.
Jiminy? What did I fix? I don't get it.
My mistake. Someone must have pressed the reset button on your memory. All you remember is leaving the island. Just the same, you'll remember the folks you meet here. At least you should.
I don't understand. What is it that I'm supposed to do?
Whatever you want.
Huh?
There's no script to follow. The journal's the closest thing you've got. But that doesn't mean you'll see the things it says. And who really cares? Everything that happens here, and everyone you meet, is just an illusion.
So then, I can do whatever I want to do?
Yes.
Hey, come back! He's gone. Huh?
Well, you did it again, Sora.
Wait a sec. Riku, why are you here?
I've got something that you need to see. It'll help you.
Yeah? What is it?
A hidden truth that's nowhere to be found, even in the deepest corners of your memories. It's something I want you to see, and something I want you to feel.
I know you wouldn't ask if it wasn't really important. I'll do it.
Thank you, Sora. Now, close your eyes.
Wasn't that Riku and Kairi? That's right. I was on a journey to find you guys.
Darkness had taken a hold of my heart, and Kairi had lost hers completely. But at the end of your journey, you would have saved us, Sora. Think about it. What did Kairi and I have in common? When you watched, what did you feel?
Something you have in common.
It was hurt. We had both lost ourselves, and we were hurting in a way we'd never hurt before. There's no greater pain in the world. I ask you, Sora, what would you have done?
I would have helped you, of course. Both of you. I'd have figured out how to undo the hurt.
I thought you'd say that. And you're right. You would. Or should I say, you will.
That's a relief. Hey, then what was with the sneak preview?
I just wanted you to see. You always make the right choices. On the road ahead, more than one truth will come to light. You'll forget things, lose things that you care about, and it won't always make sense. It'll be frustrating, and it'll make you angry. It may even hurt so badly you'll feel like you're about to lose yourself. But don't worry, Sora. That won't happen to you. You won't let it. You're like a sponge. No matter how much pain they throw at you, you'll suck it up and leave things a little bit better. Just follow your heart, and you can change the lives of not one, but many. You don't have to do anything special. Just do what you do. Be yourself. After all, that's what you're good at. Do what feels right to you.
You got it.
Take care, Sora.
What? Weird. No one's here.
Well, Sora? How was it? Did you have fun chatting and hanging with the ghosts?
You shouldn't call them ghosts. Sure, something was a little off, but I'm certain those three are still my friends.
Friends? You don't say. So then what were their names again? Tell me.
Oh, I don't even have to think. What? Why can't I remember? I know them.
Like I said, everything in this castle is just an illusion. And once the illusions vanish, you'll forget all about your little reunion.
I'll forget?
Hey, no big deal. The fact that you can't remember them just means they weren't very important to you to begin with. Isn't that right?
That's not true! Of course my friends are always important to me. Okay, maybe I forgot what just happened and who I met inside that room. Trust me, I know I'll remember everything again.
Sure.
More cards?
All of these cards were created from the data in the journal, and all of them will show you more illusions. But from now on, the illusions won't be of your friends. You're fresh off the island, which makes everyone you meet total strangers. Here's a fun little thought. The folks you're about to see, you can fight them all you like.
Huh?
What do you care? They're only strangers. Actually, illusions of strangers. Just a collection of empty bits of data. They won't be able to make the distinction between what's real and what's not. They'll look at the white walls of this castle, and what they'll see are the worlds they call home. Anyway, the truth would be wasted on them, so why bother? They're only there until they're not. Do you see where I'm going with this? Nothing's Real.
To be perfectly honest, I always found this part encoded to be weird, both for the regular and for the recoded.
No hurt feelings, no baggage. It's that
It's
simple.
all about, like, literally who's hurt and about, like, baggage, weirdly enough.
It's 100% guilt-free.
That's what you think.
What?
It's obvious
Nani?
you know nothing at all. Everything you say is a lie.
Your name must be Jon Snow.
I might have the strength to hurt someone, but what exactly would be the point?
It's really strange
that it
here,
would
but I
tear
mean
me up
it's
inside.
nice, it's deep and everything,
That
but
ache
it's just weird to me.
would stay with me for a
Yeah.
long time. You might not know it now, but I hope you'll see that nothing is guilt-free in this world.
You've arrived at the first question.
Huh? What's with that guy? So, with these cards, I'm gonna run into people from the past. I have no idea who, but it'll be fun. That guy wasn't kidding around. I really can't remember who it was I met just now. Or can I? I give up. I don't remember. That's weird. I don't know what this is. Wait, is this what heartache feels like? Just thinking about them causes pain inside. Hold on. If I really forgot about all those friends completely, that would mean I shouldn't be missing anyone. That makes sense. So I haven't forgotten all of it then. There's got to be more I still don't know. I just need to find something to trigger my memory. Nice. Here goes.
So, Sora, how was your time with... who was it again?
I can't remember anything at all. But you already knew that, didn't you?
You seem pretty calm. Guess you decided they weren't worth stressing over. Out of sight, out of mind, right?
That's wrong.
What?
It's like you said. Everyone I met, I can't remember. But still... I'm frustrated that I've forgotten them. I feel moments of loneliness. You said there would be no hurt feelings, but I am hurting. When the memories are gone, they just leave a hole. And having that longing inside me hurts. But it'll help me somewhere down the road. It's the key I'll need to unlock all my memories.
Right on schedule. The sadness of knowing you forgot someone who matters to you. Something like that'll gnaw at you forever. But you believe that somehow by carrying around that kind of hurt, you'll be able to retrieve the memories you lost. That's what you're thinking, right, Sora?
Right. What's so funny?
I can't believe you fell for it so easily.
Huh?
I told you when you arrived. Remember, in this place, to find is to lose, and to lose is to find. Well, you've lost your memories, and the only thing you found in return is hurt. And by deciding that hurt was the key to remembering, you gave up all hope of ever being free from it. The hurt owns you now, Sora. Don't you see that? It's a wound that will never mend. That hole in your heart will grow bigger until darkness finally claims it.
The darkness? Was this all just a big trick to pull me in?
Afraid so. And all it took was a handful of illusions. Your heart was just way too easy to break, Sora.
Not true!
It's not too late to run.
Huh?
Why should you keep the hurt inside? Just tell yourself you need to forget about the people you met in this place. You'll have no one to miss, no cause for loneliness, no hurt to keep eating away at your heart. Sora, it's your call. Cling to the memories you've lost, and the hurt they bring, till you're dragged into the darkness. Otherwise, let it all go, and then you can be free and happy. The decision is completely yours.
Wait! Should I use this? But if I were to do that, then I'd meet a friend and forget right away. I don't know if I want that. It's just going to bring more hurt. And if he's right, the darkness will eventually take over me completely. But I don't see any other way out of here. Guess this card is my only option. That is, unless I let go of the hurt. Once I go out of this room, I'll forget all about what happened and everyone I just met. Instead of carrying that hurt around until it consumes me, maybe I should let it go. What's inside my heart? What am I supposed to do? I feel so lost.
Hey, Sora! Can you hear me? Sora!
Huh? I know that voice! Mickey, is that you? Where are you?
Sorry, Sora. I'm still trying to find a way to get to you. Right now, the best I can do is to send my voice to where you are.
It's okay. Hey, Mickey? Maybe you can help me with something. I keep forgetting people I meet in this place. And this guy says if I dwell on what I've lost, the hurt is going to take over me. And I don't want that.
I understand. Question is, are you okay with letting go of the folks that you've forgotten?
Huh? Who are they?
Well, even though you may not remember them, they definitely remember you. You'll always be a really close friend to them, no matter what happens.
Yeah, we've been on adventures, and I'll never forget you.
And even if you don't ever really know who we are, I hope you'll remember that. You'll always be special to us.
How can that be?
Why don't you ask your heart? What are you feeling right now, Sora?
I don't know what this is. Who are these two? don't think that we've ever met. But I feel like I know them.
Memories can disappear, but feelings don't. Not even when your data was reset. Inside your heart, the adventures you shared with the friends you made in the datascape will always live on. And you know what? I'll bet that's also true for all the time you spent with the folks that those cards showed to you.
So it's not what's missing that's causing the hurt. It's actually what's not missing. If that's true... Hey!
Uh-oh. Looks like I've used up too much power. I'll be there soon, Sora. I promise. Just try and hold on a little bit longer for me, okay?
Mickey! I'm all alone again. I hate feeling like this. Oh. I wonder, does this count as hurt? If I let it, will this pull me into the darkness? I can do this. There's no going back. Just one more card.
You've used up all the cards, I take it? I would ask if you enjoyed your little trip. But we both know that you've forgotten it. That you're feeling pretty empty.
No, I'm not. I may not remember who I met, but I do remember that I met them. And knowing that I've forgotten them, I miss them.
So you heard. I warned you. Don't you remember what I said? That hurt will drag you down into the darkness. You have to get rid of all of it.
No, I don't. I can keep the hurt because it reminds me of something important. It lets me know that what I've forgotten is crucial. That's enough. I won't run from it. It'll stay inside of my heart until the day I remember.
The darkness will take you first.
If I put the hurt aside, I'll lose my ties to all the people I care about. My mind's made up. I may end up falling into the darkness, but I'll carry this with me. I'll only get rid of it when I remember everything, and not a day sooner than that. I'll keep the hurt with me for the time being. It's all that I have. It's what holds the pieces in place. I accept that.
You say you accept it? It's not a game! It's way past time that you learned what real hurt feels like! Come on, Sora. Do it! Finish me off! Why won't you do it? I get it. You've seen through my disguise. I'm just like everyone else you've encountered in this place. Made of data. I'm not even worth the effort. Is that what it is? Guess there's no point in destroying something if it never existed. Is that right?
Not at all. You say that you're an illusion, but you certainly pack a really big punch. You said that you'd show me hurt, and you weren't wrong. Actually, the hurt that I just felt was more than that. Sure, it might have hurt while we were fighting, but I sensed a different kind of hurt from you. It was kind of like an intense, sharp pain. But it felt sort of familiar. Almost like it was my own. As if we'd been connected. Like right then we shared the same hurt. If somehow it brings me closer to people in that kind of way, then carrying around a little hurt can't be all that bad.
Can't be all that bad. All right, I give up. Here. You pass, Sora. Congratulations, you understand hurt. Now, use this to find the truth.
What do you mean?
My role was to see if you were ready to take ownership of the hurt inside you. And now that role is done. Nothing left for me to do but go away.
Are you gonna go back home?
I don't know if I really have one. But there's a place I'd like to be.
A place? Where? Oh! What's this feeling? I've got memories that don't belong to me. A place to call home. And a sunset that's comforting. My first and my last
summer vacation.
You can rest easy. I've got you now.
Sora!
Mickey!
I'm so glad I finally caught up to you. Sorry that it took me so long. I know you ended up having to do all the work on your own. I just couldn't get here sooner.
It's okay. You're here now. Look, if I use this card, it'll lead us to the truth.
Is that right? The message said their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. Maybe now we can finally solve it.
Let's find out. Who are you? Oh. It's like when I met Mickey. I don't know you, but you're familiar.
Nice to meet you, Sora. I am Naminé. You may not know who it is I am, but I know things about you.
So what exactly is going on here?
Sora, maybe I can explain. There was a time when you lost every one of your memories. But everything turned out to be okay because Naminé helped you through it.
Wow, you really did that for me, Naminé? You deserve a big thanks.
No, I don't. I put your memories back together. That part is true. But it was also me. I was the one who took them apart in the first place.
Huh?
Not only that, the reason all of the bugs appeared in Jiminy's journal, that was me.
What?
Oh.
Tell us what you mean.
It all began with these memories that were sleeping way down deep. Deep in Sora's heart.
These are my memories?
Actually, no, they're not yours. They belong to people who are connected to you.
Huh? Isn't it weird for somebody else's memories to be inside me?
Yes. Usually it's impossible. When I first found them while repairing your memory, I thought I had made some sort of mistake. But then, after searching for answers, all the evidence I found proved they belong in your heart. Sora will have to awaken these memories. But this is where they will sleep until that time comes. They are important. And yet, dangerous too.
Naminé, how are they dangerous?
These memories, all of them are too painful. Handled the wrong way, they could damage Sora's heart, even break it. That's why I needed for Sora to find a way to face that kind of hurt. So I left the message for all of you.
Their hurting will be mended when you return to end it. That was you! You're the one who left us that message!
When I unraveled Sora and the others' memories, it also erased the words in Jiminy's journal. That book was filled with pages and pages of memories from your first adventure. It shows how deeply the journal and Sora are connected. When I took Sora's memories apart, they stayed in his heart. It may have looked like they were gone, but they were there the whole time. Even after the text disappeared from the journal, the memories remained. That's why you were able to render them as data.
Yeah, but the data we got was a mess. And then all those bugs appeared. Jiminy never wrote about any bugs.
That was... me too. When I added these memories to the journal, I also added all this hurt. I thought that maybe if you fought the bugs that sprang from these memories, you might learn to face the hurt in the memories themselves.
So that's what it was. I didn't realize you had to go through so much trouble to get us to investigate this hurt, Naminé.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have told you this in person. But the real me is gone. She doesn't exist now.
Guys? You kinda lost me a few minutes ago.
You don't have to understand it. You have already learned how to face the hurt, Sora.
I did?
You most certainly did. At times, the pain can be wiped away. But there's also a pain that always stays with you. There's only one way to deal with that. You face it head on, and then you accept it. And if it happens that the hurt is too great for you to bear it alone...
And you know, it's kind of almost nice that it all leads back to Naminé. Because ever since Chain of Memories in Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like, okay, she's important.
It'll bring
and
us
then
closer
Days had
together.
her own little thing with
the
her.
hurt will only make us stronger.
And obviously Coded is here. Birth by Sleep, obviously, she's
I'm
nowhere
willing
to be
to
seen.
try.
And
I'm ready to face all those memories
Kingdom Hearts
that we
3,
found.
while they mentioned her
It
at
might
one
have
point,
to be painful, but I can
it wasn't
take
really until the end with the whole
Sora.
Dark Seekers and the Repliku,
Wait.
and I got the,
You're not in
the
this
puppet
alone.
thing.
Always remember,
And it's like, all right, that's
I'm
for her.
here
Like,
too.
you know, like Riku Replica
Yep.
said, and then Riku went off, and, you know, and then she showed up at the end. So
Thank
it's
you.
great. I think she's very underutilized.
Just touch this.
Shion would be another one in that sense,
Don't be
but
afraid. You'll feel all of the memories that are
but the
locked
issue with
inside.
Shion is that that's the
Go
point.
right into your heart.
You know, after Days, boom, don't think about her at all, because what else would you expect? You know, like she was supposed to almost be erased from existence. Not even like Roxas, where like he was around if people knew him, but like Sora wouldn't have known. This is just like Shion just erased, which is why during that like battle in Days, if you play it on DS, it was like you're slowly forgetting memories of her, and it was crazy. So it's kind of interesting here that just like, hey, these are the people connected to you, and maybe help them out. And it was basically everything for Kingdom Hearts 3. So like Coded set this up pretty much. Also make you look so high right now.
Who? These are hidden truths. Sora has been keeping them locked away, deep inside of him. Remember, these memories you're feeling, they don't belong to him.
Naminé, that's you. Who's the other girl? She feels so familiar. And something happened. Something terrible, didn't it?
They're waiting for Sora. He's the only one who can put an end to their hurt. Diz told me he hid something inside you during the year you were asleep. I asked him what, and all he would say was that he was clearing his conscience. Sora must be the key to saving the people you saw, and the ones you're about to see.
It can't be.
Maybe you know how much they're hurting. These three were keys too. They were connected to the Keyblade's truth. And they're still connected, Sora. Somewhere way down deep inside of you.
Funny. I feel as though I've met them.
Yes, 2 of them you have met. As for the third, I never realized it, but you and he share a very special connection.
Yeah.
Naminé, you said Sora has to call these memories to the surface. Is it time?
I can't say for sure, but I do know. A day will come when they must rise from their sleep. And then, the only one who can save them will be Sora.
The bond they all share? That's gonna be the key, right? Don't worry, Naminé. I'll make sure I pass this on to Sora. You know, the one in the outside world.
Please do.
Okay.
Well...
Just a second.
Huh?
Our promise. Your promise to the me I don't know. You kept it, right?
I may be gone, but my promises to him are forever. And anyway, I owe this much. For all those people that I hurt.
So what happens to you? The one that's right here?
I'm really just data made to pass along a message. I shouldn't exist right now in this journal at all. And now the record of me will disappear. But when you pass my message on to the other Sora, just remember to tell him the things that you've seen and that you felt. If you do that, then we'll be at rest, her and me too.
Along with everybody connected to Sora. Naminé, you got it. Oh yeah. I almost forgot. I have a message for you too. Thank you.
And so ended our journey to connect those memories with these. Sora, when Nominee's words are passed on to you, when the day comes that you learn of this great, unknown, and mysterious adventure, it's important that you understand, whatever you feel in your heart, that's what he felt in his.
Alrighty, well, that'll do that for that. Let's just, there we go. Even lower. I'll still probably get it, but that's fine. Yeah, my dog. It's so weird. Like, I get sitting down recording, and I get something be like, all right, let me go to the kitchen get water. Or let me get up for something. And immediately, they freak the fuck out. They're like, where are you going? It's to say, like, I'm going to go somewhere. Sometimes I do that when I'm at work. I'll be sitting down. Maybe once again, I'll get up, go to the kitchen or something. And they'll kind of be like, what's going on? It's like, guys, relax. Like, you'd think these dogs had, like, abandonment issues. We had you guys since you both were, because they're a year apart, since you both were respectively 2 months old. And even if we did leave, we left you with somebody. And even when, like, we would go, like, to work or to whatever, and we didn't, like, leave them with, if we had to go back to our old neighborhood to, like, hang out with those friends I mentioned in the Birth by Sleep one, where we played Mafia and other party games, since they were still in the same direction, I would drop the dogs off with my parents. They love dog sitting for them. They find it cute. It's the grandkids type thing. And then they would, we'd go off, have fun, then we'd come back, pick them up, and then go home. And for times, like, I remember when we saw Endgame, we made sure they were fed, they were all good. I got home from work. I think I left early that day. I can't remember. But yeah, we went to see Endgame. We got out at like 1 a.m. or whatever time it was, because I think the movie was for 9, because I got out of work at 6 that time. So I think we had it for 9, or 9:30. I don't remember. And that was just like getting out. And it's like, wow, it is after midnight. So yeah, they were home for a little bit, but like you guys could deal with it. It's you think these dogs are so oppressed. They have a giant ass bowl of water. They have their food bowls, which if they don't eat, I'll still cycle it. So just say if I gave them breakfast at, like, let's say 10 o'clock, let's say in the morning, and they don't eat, now when it comes time for 10 o'clock, I'll leave the other bowl back, just further back position-wise, until it's time for breakfast. Then I'll kind of do that, because sometimes these dogs will go like hours and hours and hours without eating, and it's just like, guys, just eat what I give you. What other owner crock pots chicken for them that they usually eat as soon as it comes out, but then God forbid you microwave it and reheat it, like, let's say you cook like 2 or 3 like big piece of chicken breast or something, and then it's cooked and everything, and then you're like, all right, let's give it to you. They'll eat it like, oh cool, this is great, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh no, we don't want it now. Or I'll get deli stuff like cheese or ham or something, and it'll be like, you have to eat it in front of them. They almost don't believe it's good food unless you did it. So like I'll take a piece of ham, like eat it, and then like give it, and I'll be like, oh cool, this is good. And as soon as I put in their food, they're like, nah, we don't want it. It's like, what? I know people that give their dogs just dog stuff. Dog treats, dog food. That's it. No human food whatsoever. And ours, like you could say, like, yeah, I blame my parents because when we were living with them still, after we still had the dogs, even though I told them not to, I knew they still gave it. And we do give them human food, but we pair it with them with their food. So at least they know when we're making their food. Like most nights when I'm making dinner for them, my oldest, even though she's only 4, she will like wait by the kitchen for me to put the bowls down, even if she doesn't eat it. She always
about
waits
memories
for
from
it.
the past that sleep within you, and about the pieces that will tie you to your future.
Is it just me or does her outfit get shorter and shorter each time?
Sora, Riku, Kairi. The truth behind the Keyblade has found its way through so many people.
Has found its
and
way
now
through
I know
so many people.
that it
Yep,
rests
it
in your
certainly
hearts.
goddamn has.
Sora, you are who you are because of those people, but they're hurting. And you're the only one who can end their sadness. They need you.
I mean, in a way, I guess.
It's possible that all your journeys so far have been preparing you for this
Did that
great new
frame
task that's waiting for you.
Googly eyes?
I should have known there were no coincidences, only links in a much larger chain of events.
A chain of
and
memories,
now
if
the
you
door
will.
to your next journey is ready to be opened.
Basically, you guys are gonna be masters. Get ready. Recoded. But we're not done. Here we go. Ah, that music fits so perfectly. Too we couldn't visit in 3. Oh, and I'm pretty sure the way I'm scheduling things, I think.
Is that so?
Birth by Sleep and this will be out before Melody of Memories.
Right. And we've got to save all 3 of them.
So I hope all this is before Melody of Memories. I'm even going to try to throw in a remind to continue that too before
Xehanort,
Melody of Memories.
But his 2 halves are gone.
I'm
There
going
was
to check
Ansem,
real quick,
who
actually.
commanded the Heartless, and Xemnas, who commanded the Nobodies. Didn't Sora defeat them both?
Correct. Those 2 met their end. However, therein lies exactly our problem. Their destruction now guarantees the original Xehanort's reconstruction.
Huh?
Xehanort's heart, once seized by his heartless half, is now free. And his body, which had become his nobody, has been vanquished. Both halves will now be returned to the whole. In short, this means Master Xehanort will return.
And you think that maybe he's gonna try something?
A man like Xehanort will have left many roads open.
Well, it doesn't matter what he cooks up. Me and Sora, we'll be ready. And Riku too.
Yes,
Alright, so I
they are
just
indeed
literally
strong,
checked it.
But not true
I should have
female
literally Birth by
masters
Sleep.
like
This is
you.
coded, and even get 2 reminds
Tell
at the
me,
scheduling pace that I
A
have.
single one of you suffice. if
Which
what
is
you faced
fantastic.
was
I
not
love
a
that I have stuff
single
literally
one of
planned out
them.
so far in the future.
What?
Lately getting
What
the
do you
time to
mean?
be able to record is
Mickey.
fantastic. I love it.
Please summon Sora hither.
In fact, today's a Friday that I'm recording this, where I finished the
Riku as
finale
well.
for Birth by Sleep. But,
Of course, but why?
To show
Yeah, we're
us
gonna-
the mark of mastery.
what I'm considering, maybe.
That was more difficult than I thought. But at least things are on track. Lord
Is to
Xemnas
maybe
is
do
nowhere to be
key
seen,
back over
so that means
as well.
the party's already begun, huh?
Yes.
Man, does that Xehanort scare me like nobody's business. The way he can see into minds. And it doesn't help that no one knows what it is that the old man wants. I wonder if even you know what's going on inside your own head.
I will be led wherever it is I am destined to go.
Sounds to me like you don't have a clue of your own.
Every Keyblade master is bequeathed a Keyblade of his very own. With the passing of time, as you can imagine, more and more Keyblades were forged to be handed
I forget,
down.
is Ben Diskin
But
also
of all the Keyblades in
Joseph
existence,
Joestar?
Master Xehanort's is the most ancient.
Hey,
That
knock
is
it
my
off.
destiny. But it has yet to become a reality.
Hey, it's okay. This
Yeah,
is all
sometimes I think they get
connected
the
to
mouth
ancient
flaps, but other
Keyblade
times I
War,
don't.
Isn't that right? Whatever. I got my hands full with
But
my
much
own
more for like
craft.
the
So, which poor soul will it be?
yeah, like I don't know, it's Reconnect. Kingdom Hearts. I think like 3 and some other like main ones get it better. But hey, that's literally it. That is Kingdom Hearts Coded. And I don't think I showed it in the first one, I forget, but they even have like a little, hey, here's all the characters and blah blah blah. Obviously we know this is Roxas. But yeah, that's everything. So, thank you everybody so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. We're almost done. Just, well, technically Remind is lingering too. I'm almost scared to go back to that one. But yeah, we have Remind and then just Key Back Covering now as the last movie. And then, Dream Drop Distance, that's it. Luckily, Dream Drop Distance, even though it's 2 different playables, it's not like Chain of Memories where it's one then the other, or Birth by Sleep where it's one then the other and the other. It's kind of just back and forth, so. But I'll stop rambling. Thanks so much for watching. I know it's weird with the movies because I don't really talk, but I figure it's like all cutscene. Like, sometimes in the gameplay I'll talk and, you know, continue into the cutscenes, but, yeah. Anyway, thank you again. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel. We're in the 190s. Hopefully by the time that this is being watched, we've hit 200. Because it'll be November. But I'll catch everybody in the next one. Adios.